Today's episode is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the easiest way to create a beautiful website, blog, or online store for you and your ideas. Squarespace features an elegant interface, beautiful templates, and incredible 24/7 customer support. Start building your website today at squarespace.com. Enter offer code PFT at checkout to get 10% off.
This episode of Spontaneanation with Paul F. Tompkins is brought to you by Loot Crate, the monthly subscription box for geeks, gamers, and pop culture nerds. Hello, I'm famed trial lawyer Atticus Finch, and I'm very excited that this month's Loot Crate theme is Versus, celebrating some of the greatest rivalries in pop culture and presumably courtroom dramas. Dark Knight versus Man of Steel, Alien versus Predator, Spock versus Mirror Universe Spock, Daredevil versus Punisher, Harley Quinn versus everyone. Well, that's a landmark case. Loot Crate's exclusive items include something you can display, something you can wear, something you can use. Don't forget our Tea and Loot pin. You have only until the 19th, 9 p.m. Pacific to subscribe and receive that month's crate. When the cutoff happens, that's it. It's over. Forever. Done. Final. So go to lootcrate.com/PFT and enter code PFT to save $3 on your new subscription today. This is Atticus Finch saying, Loot Crate. I goddamn love it.
Welcome! Wow! Welcome! Welcome to everyone who's listening, who's watching, who's feeling, who's smelling, who's tasting. Oh, I almost forgot. The fifth sense. Welcome to everyone who's seeing dead people. Welcome to umami people, the fifth taste. How come M. Night Shyamalan hasn't made a umami movie? It seems like a perfect follow-up to The Sixth Sense, The Fifth Taste. And then the twist at the end is they're just putting sriracha on stuff. They thought they discovered a new flavor. Same old one, same old four. You got sweet, salt. Are we sure there's four? That seems like it to me. Sweet and salt. Yeah, look, it's one thing or the other. And then you combine the two. Sometimes that's fun. Like a sea salt in an ice cream. And you're skeptical at first. You're like, my tastes are poorly defined. I'm very immature. Although you sound very grown up the way you express yourself. Salt in an ice cream? I don't think so. You say. That's you. And then you try it and you're like, my horizons have been expanded. Now I'm ready to join the rest of civilization as a person. And that's how come we have the Libertarian Party. Because it's just more enlightened, guys. If you're listening to this and you're a libertarian, please don't write to me. Please. We all gotta take jokes. Even Ayn Rand people. I wonder what she's doing now in heaven. Yeah, that's where I think she is. Do you know who else is there? Charles M. Schultz, the creator of Peanuts. Do you know who's not there? The guy who created Drabble. Do you know why? Not dead yet. Trick question, M. Night Shyamalan. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spontaneanation with Paul F. Tompkins. I am the second part. This is a show where I invite a special guest to have a freeform conversation with me inspired by a blind question from our previous episode's guest. Then I invite some improviser pals to join me in creating a narrative improv, one continuous story. And it's all scored on piano by Mr. No, wait, no, not yet. You wait till I say the name. It is all scored on piano by a little guy named... Everyone knows who I'm talking about. Eban Schletter. There we go. He is a cat who has learned how to simulate playing the piano. Perhaps you've seen our popular videos online. It's perfect cat music. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome our guest to this episode. And guess what, folks? In case you didn't look at the description, this is our 50th episode of Spontaneanation. That seems like a big deal. The number 50, it's always a big deal, right? Unless we're lucky enough to do 1 million episodes. Just thinking about that. Look, I like doing the show, but 1 million episodes made me tired. All right, snap out of it, Paul. Let's get back. Head in the game. Head in the game. This gentleman is a legendary improvist, one of the founders of the Upright Citizens Brigade, not just the collection of people or the TV show, but also the many theaters. He has his own show right here on Earwolf called Improv for Humans. Guess what his name is? You'll never guess. I'll tell you. Matt Besser.
Hey.
Matt, thank you for being here.
Hey, 50. That is important.
It is, right?
Yeah, and scary.
It is
You're
scary.
a human aging.
That's right. Which I am.
Yeah, me too.
Getting closer all the time.
Yeah, every year.
Weird to think about.
Yeah.
I don't feel like a fully formed adult. Do you?
I literally, since 45, have really, and I never celebrate my birthday. There's some times when people say how old you are, and I really don't know. I know it's between 45 and 48.
Oh, yeah. I was telling people I was 47 for a year before I was 47. And I was convinced it was true.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, well, my last birthday, how old was I? And I honestly could not remember. What's the point
But
of
then when 50 comes, it fucking kicks you in the ass.
I'll
It
know
says,
that.
now remember. Now you remember.
Halfway there.
You wish.
Good point. Matt, I have a question for you. This is a question from our previous episode's guest.
Okay.
This person asks, which person, parentheses, any person, close parentheses, would make the best sibling?
Okay, so I'm designing a person or I'm pointing to a person that already exists?
I leave that up to you. They should have been more specific in their question.
They did say any person.
Any person.
That seems like I'm picking someone and saying why. So what do I want from a sibling? Wow, this could get really deep.
Do you have siblings?
I do.
How many?
I have one younger brother.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys get along when
We
you were
did
growing up?
not. That's why I don't know how deep into this I want to get. I'll tell you what, though. One summer, a series of summers, my family would go to this place called Bishop's Lodge in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
And you're from Arkansas, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we would stay there usually around 2 weeks, sometimes a week, sometimes 3 weeks. And there were also other families who would come do the same thing. So we got to know these certain families. It was like kind of going to camp with your family in a way. And there was this kid from another family who was 4 years younger than I was. And for those 1 to 3 weeks every summer, he became the little brother that I wanted because he was really interested in me,
right.
And he looked up to me.
Although your little brother was there. While
he
you
was
were,
there too.
Right.
He was there too, and not even friends with this kid who is basically the same age as him.
Right.
But like he was all the things I wanted my brother to be, which was I always felt competitive with my brother, and we were always getting each other in trouble. And,
even though he was younger.
yeah, but it was always like it was always like I would bring home straight A's and he wouldn't, and then he would blame, this is where we're getting into the psychology of it all. But I think my parents are partly to blame too. Like we both played tennis, or it was always a competition, not necessarily about who won, but who was doing better and learning it or something, or being more focused or whatever. So he never wanted to look up or be interested in things I was doing. And then, of course, I resented that.
Of course.
When I'd see other brothers doing that. So I guess I wanted that in a brother. So is that my perfect design robot? Now, if I'm picking like a... and then I see like the relationship my wife has with her sisters and how great that is. And they're very close in age, and of course they fight, but they still get along.
But do they talk every day?
Pretty much. One of them, she has two, and one of them not at all, and the other one almost every day. Yeah, so there's that too. And you never know what you're going to get. And I hear so many new parents say, this is off question, but say I want another kid, so kid number one can have something to play with, essentially, someone there for them. And sometimes they say that as they were an only child, and they're like, I want them to have what I didn't have. And sometimes they say it as, I want them to have the same relationship I had with my sister. They're saying. And then I say, whoa, it's not always great. So
there's no guarantee.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no guarantee.
Yeah, and so sometimes I think that's a silly reason. I hope that's not the reason you're having the kid, is the two kids will be happier that way.
But the thing is, if you don't know, if you had a good relationship with your siblings, you just assume, well, that's what'll happen. Like of course, they're growing up together. It'll be just like it was for us. But I have a bunch of siblings. I have 3 sisters and 2 brothers, and the 3 girls were born first, and then the 3 boys. So we grew up like essentially as our own set of kids, me and my brothers. And my older brother and I did not get along forever. And now that everybody's a grown up, everything's fine. And any conflict is water under the bridge. It's like, it's kids, you know. But so I wouldn't necessarily think if I had kids, if I had a child and then had another child, like, oh, this is going to be great. They'll be together. They'll be thick as thieves, for the rest of their lives.
It's all odds.
That's
why you got to keep pumping them out. If you have like 20 of them, 2 of them are bound to get along.
So you have a child.
Yes.
Did you ever worry for a second? Because someone in my household, I'm not going to say who.
That she was going to be an alien.
Well, that it would be a bad seed. That there's a possibility of a child being born that's just inherently evil, and there's nothing you can do about it.
You mean she's like me? Well, I'll tell you this. She is a mischief maker, and I don't know if it's necessarily an imaginary friend, but every time she doesn't know the answer to something, or she's put on the spot about something like, who threw the noodles on the ground, or who pee-peed in the pants, she'll go, Coco Bee. And what's that horror movie that came out like 2 years ago about the Babadook? Babadook. It's just like that. Like, who is Coco Bee?
Was it scary the first time you heard her say it?
Well, it's always mischievous.
Because it kind of scared me right now.
Right. Well, it was gibberish the first time, but when she keeps coming back to the same specific made-up word, you're like, Coco Bee. Where'd you get that from? Who's saying Coco Bee and who's Coco Bee? And it always represents something wrong happening.
Right. Have you asked her to describe Coco Bee?
Yeah.
What did she say?
She usually agrees with whatever the last word in your sentence is. Is Coco Bee sad or happy? Happy. Is Coco Bee short or tall? Tall.
Does she say it in that ominous way, though? Because it's still unsettling.
I think that's what makes it kind of spooky. She also has kind of that sideways kind of look at you, too, when she's talking about it. Like Coco Bee's over our shoulder, winking at her.
Have you ever asked her, where is Coco Bee right now?
Yeah, it's so many words, I guess. It always seems like Coco Bee is taking her over.
Oh my, like she's filled with the spirit of Coco Bee.
Yeah, it's not her fault. Coco Bee is, she's and we'll go, Coco Bee, let Sydney out. Let Sydney go, Coco Bee.
Wait, you'll say this.
We'll say that my daughter Sydney will say, let Sydney out of there, Coco Bee. Give her back to us.
This is terrifying.
Well, it'd be really terrifying if it was like there's a dead rabbit in our backyard and that's blamed on Coco Bee. It's usually spinach on the floor.
Did you always imagine that you were going to be a parent?
Yes, but I imagined without question, and I tried not to hype on it, to be a father of a boy. And it's so stupid, but for all the stupidest stereotypical reasons you could think. And I'm so glad now that it's a girl. And I'm not saying that I would have hated having a boy now, but I can't imagine not having a girl now. And I'm so psyched about it.
Well,
and all those reasons were so stupid.
What were those reasons?
Really stupid reasons, like I want her to enjoy sports with me. And she still can enjoy sports with me, but
absolutely.
This is something I've had in my head my whole life, and I just didn't. And I had that relationship with my dad. I didn't have that with my mom, like enjoying sports or playing sports. And maybe this gets back to my brother. I never had someone to teach how to do things that were, when I started imagining things, more a masculine thing.
Right.
And these days, why can't my daughter enjoy Arkansas football with me? And I'm certainly trying to brainwash her that way.
Well, you got to get Coco Bee on board.
Coco Bee.
Coco Bee might have a different team.
Whisper to Coco Bee at night when she's sleeping. Coco Bee, do you want to survive into puberty? The most imaginary friends go away.
How many summers did you and your family go to, what was it, Bishop's
Lodge.
Bishop's Lodge.
I'd say about 6 summers, and they eventually moved there, which is why I have a hard time remembering, because eventually they bought a house there and lived there till they both died. But,
wow.
It is the land of enchantment, indeed. It is a beautiful place.
And so all 6 years you had this, your pseudo little brother?
He wasn't always there. And yet the funny thing is he's from a very conservative Republican family, and I kind of tracked him, and I ran into actually a showrunner I know was in a frat with him, and somehow we connected on that. I don't even know how we did that. And he's like, oh, you know Hobson? I'm like, yeah, I know Hobson. And all I wanted to know about is what happened to Hobson, because last time I saw him, he was probably 13 or something, and now he's a big-time Republican. Probably a good guy, but
I'm sure he's a good guy.
Wouldn't have been my dream design. Wouldn't have been the brother that I thought would play it out.
It just goes to show you that even when you try to pick your family, you can still only control it so much.
Yeah, there was a lot of Republicans at Bishop's Lodge, truth be told. A lot of rich Texas oil families vacationing.
Did you grow up around, were there wealthy people around you when you grew up in Arkansas?
Yeah, I was in a wealthy neighborhood, the Heights of Little Rock. My dad was an investment banker. I didn't find out till my dad passed away in debt pretty much that he was like, every vacation we ever took, and we took amazing vacations, he was like, I took out a loan on every vacation we ever took. You realize that? He said. I'm like, nope.
Why would I realize that, Dad?
But he was also trying to convince me that's the way to do it. Like, die in debt like me. Why not? Like, fucking take the best vacation you want and take out a loan for it. He was taking out loans, juggling credit cards, doing all this crazy financial shit. And all of it legal, I guess.
Right.
But just all that crazy shit investment bankers know how to do, like his whole life. So when I say I thought I was rich when I was growing up, but looking back, I'm like, we weren't even rich. We were just playing it well, or playing the cards well. My dad grew up poor, so also from Little Rock, a Jew from Little Rock, very poor. So you can see where that came from. And his like, well, I'm not going to continue being poor. we're going to live the high life, whether I have that money or not.
Did he die before your mom or after?
After.
Oh, okay. So then it was you and your brother had to kind of take care of everything?
Nope, just
that?
me, Paul. Just old Matty B. And it was a huge pain in the ass. You pay off 3 credit cards in a underwater house.
This would have been the perfect time for Hobson to reappear in your life.
Yes. Some kind of mortgage lawyer.
Well, Matt Besser, thank you so much for being here with us.
Question.
You absolutely did.
I never said the perfect celebrity.
Who would it be?
If
you had to pick a celebrity to be your sibling.
Would it be for just reasons like, oh, Johnny Rotten is my... it's just cool. Johnny Rotten, I'll just go with that.
Sure. Now, so that would make you probably a miracle baby. You were a surprise later on because I think he's significantly older.
At least 15
So it'd be like,
years,
we had Johnny, and then, we thought we were done, and then here came Matt.
Yeah, I guess it'd be hard to fuck up, though. It'd be hard to be a bad boy.
We are going to take a break. When we return, we will have our location for our improv from Matt Besser, and you'll meet our pals from the world of Make Pretend. All this and nothing else when Spontaneanation returns.
Have you ever gone onto a friend's website and the coding's just no good? I mean, you can't read the hyperlinks. The fonts are all messed up, and you can't even find where you should refresh. Okay, look, hi. My name's Cal Solomon. I was briefly a member of the seminal late 1970s rap group, the Sugar Hill Gang. I was fired because I wasn't good at rapping, and I'm still not. But I thought I should make my own website just in case the nostalgia craze hits and people are like, hey, let's get what's his name in there? I forgot my name already. Listen, here's the point. I use Squarespace. It's very easy to make your own website with Squarespace because, look, I know all about coding, but it's still hard to do. Making something that looks good and works well is a time-consuming affair. And when I'm trying to do my business, or let's say if I want to put up my rap portfolio, or I want to open a rap-themed restaurant, or whatever else rap-themed I want to do, in this day and age, I'm going to need a website. Well, lucky for me, Squarespace makes it easy to build powerful, beautiful websites. I say powerful. They don't say it. I don't know why. I guess I feel like the power of the World Wide Web is a pretty amazing thing. And you can do it all without baking a cookie or breaking a sweat, the kind you would make baking a cookie. If your oven's too hot, your kitchen's too small. Oh, almost a wrap. Squarespace provides simple, powerful, and beautiful websites that look professionally designed, regardless of skill level, and there's no coding required. And listen, not only does Squarespace provide you with intuitive and easy-to-use tools to create your website, the Squarespace also has state-of-the-art technology. I mean, back in the day, that's a rap term, when we were doing our raps before I was fired and the gang released the first single, the technology was very primitive. Did you know Rapper's Delight was recorded into tin cans with string? But now Squarespace has state-of-the-art technology powering your site to ensure security and stability, the kind of stability that you have when you don't get fired from a rap group, but you go on to become a huge success. And you can trust in Squarespace for your website needs with millions of people and some of the most respected brands in the world trust in them too. Brands like the Sugar Mountain Ensemble. That's my new rap group. I hope you'll join it. Seriously, this is an open call for membership. Listen, you can't beat the ease and simplicity of Squarespace. They give you 24/7 online support, 24/7, that's like a rap term, and a beautiful website to boot. So what are you waiting for? Start a trial with no credit card required. Start building your website today. And when you decide to sign up for Squarespace, make sure to use the offer code PFT to get 10% off your first purchase, and then you show your support of this show, Spontaneanation with Paul F. Tompkins. So here's what you do. You're helping out a show. You're getting a great website. You're sort of helping me out and my rap ensemble, the Sugar Mountain. What is it again? The Sugar Mountain Ensemble? That's right. You could be a member of it. Get on the ground floor. go to my Squarespace website and you'll see how to follow the directions to submit your tape. We thank Squarespace for their support of Spontaneous Nation with Paul F. Tompkins. Thank you to the Sugar Hill Gang for getting me my start in the late 70s. And thank you for listening. Hippie to the hop. Squarespace, you should. Don't stop.
Today's Spontaneous Nation is brought to you by the Nighttime Foam Corner. What is the Nighttime Foam Corner? Well, no one knows, and they don't want us to tell you. But they do want me to remind you to listen to podcasts, especially when Paul F. Tompkins is involved. They also wish to congratulate PFT and Eban on 50 glorious episodes of Spontaneous Nation. Brought to you by Nighttime Foam Corner, occasionally getting drunk but not fighting each other since 2014. Now available in mint. Oh, I could have listened to that ad for another 10 seconds. Welcome back, everybody. We have gotten our location from Matt Besser. And you know what that means? It's time to meet our friends who are going to help tell our little story. Sitting right next to me, as he sometimes does.
Rarely,
but it's happened.
I'm in the Janet Varney seat.
That's right. You're sitting where little Janet Varney usually sits. This gentleman has been on the program so many times.
Maybe
so
10
many.
of the 50?
Maybe 10 of the 50.
A full fifth?
Fans, write in and tell us. This gentleman, you have seen him on so many television shows. How about films?
Oh, so many films.
The silver screen?
Yeah. I did some things on the silver screen. I was in the film Kings of Summer for about 2 seconds.
That's right.
I was in the film Year of the Dog for about 10 seconds.
Now, that was based on the Al Stewart song, but they made some changes.
Yeah. They went from cat to dog.
Mm-hmm. It's just that simple sometimes.
Yes. The studios were like, cats don't sell. Dogs sell.
This is pre-internet.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Craig Cackowski.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. You have a name.
I've been talking so much. I forgot that I was not
talking
introduced
so much.
yet.
Craig, how have you been? Since the
good.
last time I've seen you.
Good. Talking about imaginary friends.
Mm-hmm. Did you have one?
Well, my sister Liz, who's 8 years younger than me, had two imaginary friends named Amy and Goalie.
Goalie?
Amy and Goalie, yeah. And I was reading the Amityville Horror at the time, the fake story that has since been thoroughly debunked. But
now that's two schools of thought.
that there was a horror and that there was not a horror.
Some people say it was just a regular story about buying a house.
Yeah. The Amityville Home Purchase would be the other version. But yeah, I was always chilled to the bone whenever my sister would talk about Amy and Goalie, because there was an imaginary friend that the kid had, or the kids had, in Amityville Horror that manifested itself in this little pig that ran around.
I don't like hearing about that even just now.
So I always imagined that there were demonic forces.
Did you see Amy and Goalie as little pigs?
I did.
Yeah. How could you not?
Yeah.
Did she ever describe Amy and Goalie?
She never did, but in my mind, they were little demonic pigs.
Yeah.
Particularly Goalie.
Amy could almost be a person.
Yeah.
When is the last time you guys brought up Amy and Goalie?
Oh, it's been decades. Though, and we don't have time to get in it today, but my sister and I were haunted by the same ghost 8 years apart when we were growing up.
Well,
But
we don't have time to get into that.
We don't have time to get into that.
How dare you?
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
So, yeah. I grew up in a haunted house.
We were haunted by the same ghost. Did it first exclusively haunt you, and then after you moved
It
away?
haunted each of us at the age of 16.
What?
8 years apart, yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow.
You can listen to the podcast Astonishing Legends where we talk about it.
I will listen to that.
Yeah.
Thank you for the tip. There you go. Now people don't have to feel cheated. Go find that podcast.
It's out there on the internet already.
Do you think that this ghost might have been Amy on Goalie's shoulders?
Two little pig ghosts pretending to be one larger ghost. Yeah. It's very possible.
Listener, it's up to you to find out. Seated directly across from me, this gentleman another, as Craig is, one of my colleagues from the Thrilling Adventure Hour. He is also the co-host with another person who's not here of the Maximum Fun podcast. Boo. Puh.
Oh, come on.
We're all about capitalism here at Earwolf. Listener supported. What a bunch of shit.
We just want to share and grow as a community.
Oh, who wants that? His name. Oh, I didn't even say the name of the podcast. The name of the podcast is We Got This with his co-host Mark Agliardi. But this guy, his name goes Hal Lublin.
That's right. That's me.
Hal, good to see you again.
Thank you.
How have you been since the last time I've seen you?
I've been well. How about you?
Well, I'm fine. Any ghosts to report?
You know, I personally was never really haunted by ghosts, but my mother, my late mother, was convinced that ghosts were real. And I feel like she was constantly surrounded. She had a story of being in Florida once and going to the bathroom at a restaurant and feeling like there was a ghost there and running out. And her eye, she had like her eyes were fluttering and she was screaming that the ghost had her eyes.
Oh my God. What? All.
And you have
I don't
met
like anybody's stories.
a few of the people in this room have met my mother. She's
Yeah.
not the kind of person you would imagine
Yeah.
would run screaming out of a bathroom.
Saying the ghosts have my eyes.
Exactly. And yet, it's true.
Well, it's true that happened. It is not true that the ghost had her eyes.
That's true. That is up to the people deciding the Amityville horror thing.
And did you have imaginary friends as a child?
I did not.
I didn't either.
No, I was an only child, so you would think I would have the most imaginary friends, but I did not.
I think only children like being only children.
It's not bad. It's not a bad racket.
Yeah, I bet it's not. I'll talk to you later, Hal.
Fine.
Seated next to Hal, kitty corner from me. She's agreeing with everything I say so far. This young lady, you have seen her on many television programs and feature films, including the Goosebumps movie. Are you attacked by supernatural creatures in the Goosebumps?
I am.
Are you covered in anything?
No, I get,
Do they zap you in some way?
yeah, aliens zap me and I freeze. I turn like frozen.
And did that mean you just like stood there?
I stood there and they put a bunch of like ice makeup on
There
me.
we go.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about.
I just stood there.
Her name is Amanda Lund.
Hello.
Amanda, hello.
Hello.
Are you well?
I'm very well, thank you.
Hauntings?
Well, not so many. I mean, I had a
Not so many. The normal amount.
I really, really want to believe in ghosts. I actually, when I just got back from Atlanta, I was out there for a few months, and there was kind of this like, everyone was being haunted at their houses that they were staying at, you know? So like I started
For the listener, there was a little bit of an eye roll there. Everybody was being haunted at their houses.
Yeah, so there was like people were staying in these like old estates, you know, so a
Right.
lot of people were like hearing footsteps and having ghost stories. So one night it started to get in my brain, and one night I was sleeping and I had a ponytail in and I felt someone tug my ponytail. And I was like, ooh, was it probably a ghost, right?
Probably.
So my boyfriend Matt Gorley is like such a skeptic, and we're not really allowed to talk about ghosts in our house.
We're not allowed to talk about them.
Well, he just doesn't humor it. So I called him the next day and I was like, honey, I had this crazy experience. Like, I think a ghost pulled my ponytail. And his response was, well, you know that didn't happen, right? And I just was like, well, yeah, I know. I know, but I just want to talk about it.
What? So now, away from that Scrooge, that supernatural Scrooge, what do you think happened?
I don't think, I don't know. I think it was a dream,
I think it was probably a
probably.
dream.
Yeah.
Because I'm very skeptical about stuff like that, and I don't think
Yeah.
because I feel like I really like people's ghost stories. I think they're fascinating and they're very scary, you know. But I feel like there's always an explanation that we just don't know yet. That is not about supernatural energy. You know what I mean?
I don't know if I can still interject. But
Sure.
My friend is currently giving ghost tours in Eureka Springs, Arkansas, and he just moved there and just started doing this. And he is a skeptic, didn't believe, but now he says he does, and he's not joking around. and I was making fun of him, and he started showing me on his fucking iPhone these pictures they take of these things they called orbs.
Yeah.
And
Orb.
and they get explained as particles of dust just hitting the light in weird ways, but some of them you're like, how can a particle of dust do that? And it's hard to think of the explanation. And then as soon as I'm starting to go, no, those are just dust, then he shows me this video footage and he's staying in this old house that's on a ghost tour. And this fucking Tinkerbell kind of light, like it looks like someone with a mirror, like making a signal on the wall. But I'm like, so you doing something in the mirror? He's like, no, we're not, dude. That light is just dancing around our bedroom. And the video, it's this light, like it looks like Tinkerbell, like jumping around the room. And I'm like, come on, there was some explanation for that.
Simply must be some rational explanation.
Okay, so maybe it was a ghost.
Oh, now you're flip-flopping. Do you think it was a Civil War ghost?
Yeah.
I have a friend, a young lady who is from Atlanta, who one of her biggest fears is specifically Civil War ghosts.
It is frightening.
Sure it is.
I know, though. Half of them are racist.
I might not. All right. We are ready to begin our story. We have our location from Matt Besser. Now, for you, the listener, Eban, please stop playing that scary version of the theme. For the listener, to aid us in our storytelling, we use a few sound effects that move us about in time. For example, let's say we're in one place and we want to switch to another place at the exact same time. A meanwhile, if you will hear this cut to sound effect. Whoosh, we're over there. Same time, happening concurrently. Let's say we want to go to the past. Someone's having a memory or we're discovering how something came to be. We'll hear this flash back sound effect. Right. Let's say we got to get out of that flashback back to the present day or go into the far future or the near future. You will hear this flash forward sound effect. There we go. You have memorized those, you're quizzing your friends, and now you're ready to listen to a podcast.
Hey guys, it's me, Paul. I know this is unorthodox, but I'm just breaking in from the present day to say Matt Besser does not participate in the improv. Now you're going to hear him. He's there, and you'll hear him laughing and stuff. But there was some kind of miscommunication, and he did not realize he was welcome to participate in the improv. I cannot tell you how crazy it made me feel that he was sitting there, and I kept thinking, oh, maybe he'll jump in. Then he never did. And it made me very self-conscious. And then later, he and I talked about it, and I discovered that he did not realize he was welcome to join in the improv. I thought I made it clear. I guess I did not. Hopefully, Matt will return to the show and participate in the improv because I would love to have him, obviously. And for the 50th episode, I thought who better to have as a guest who would jump into the improv than Matt Besser. But guys, communication is important, and we all could do a little better. But it's still very funny and weird. So enjoy. But I'm saying this because I know it's strange that he didn't participate in the improv, and I know that people will be asking me if I don't make this disclaimer. So there is no need to write to Matt Besser or myself. This was just a weird miscommunication. So listen, enjoy the improv because it's still funny. Now back to the show.
Our location, provided to us by Mr. Matt Besser, is Santa Fe Art Gallery. Santa, things got a little Tex-Mex on the piano. Santa Fe Art Gallery. We take you now to Santa Fe Art Gallery. Oh, well, I like the looks of some of this stuff, right? It's not bad.
Everything is for sale.
Oh, do you work here?
I do.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
Well, I don't normally just announce myself as working here, but
Well, what do you normally do?
I normally stand stoically in the background. Sometimes people mistake me for part of the art.
Oh, I see, because you're so very still.
I'm very still.
So you just stand there.
I'm Peter Two Horses.
Oh, Mr. Two Horses, it's nice to meet you. My name's Chaz.
Is it short for Charles?
No, it's just Chaz. Isn't that funny? My dad was Charles, and his father was Charles Stun, so it's getting shorter each time.
Are you visiting Santa Fe?
Yes, we come here every year for a vacation, my entire family and I. And we just love it here. It's beautiful, land of enchantment, and look at the sky. Changes all the time. I'm sure you know that.
Yes, the sky has many portents.
What's that mean?
Messages that the sky tells us of what may behold us in the future.
Like...
Things could be ominous or things could be promising.
I feel like you're dodging my question a little bit.
Darling Chaz, I found the most lovely portrait of a crow. Oh, hello.
Darling, this is Peter Two Horses. Mr. Two Horses is my wife, Rita.
Hello, Rita.
Lovely to meet you. I'm embarrassed to say I thought you were a statue before.
I am not. I am a living male.
Oh, lovely.
What were you saying? What's happening with the family?
Oh, the kids are across the street at the ice cream shop. Darling.
Now here's... You know I don't like when they eat ice cream. It makes them fat.
Well, they're starving, Chaz.
They do have some low-fat options over there.
Well, that's good to know. But I don't think they deserve it. They're getting along too well, don't you think? They should be more at odds with each other.
Well, I mean, I think it's because Stuart, is growing up. He's maturing a bit. I think it's sweet. I think it's nice.
There's also a non-dairy butter brickle that'll blow your mind.
Blow your mind? How do they do it? How is it a butter brickle with non-dairy? Does it still taste buttery?
Butter is in quotes.
It's just that simple.
So is brickle, yes.
Could be a soy option.
Yes, they have some soy options as well.
Well, what do you think? What do you think of some of this art? It's pretty good, right?
I mean, I think it would be the perfect souvenir to take home one of these pieces.
The art here is not a souvenir.
Oh, I'm sorry.
These are authentic Navajo artifacts that have great meaning to our tribe.
To be fair, I think my wife was implying it would be a souvenir for us of this trip, not that you're selling souvenirs.
That's exactly. I'm so sorry. That's what I meant.
Well, let's quibble over semantics.
What, you want to?
That was sarcasm on my part.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to quibble over semantics.
The way you express yourself, it's very deadpan, and so it's hard sometimes to tell if you're actually saying this is something you want to do or if you're not. Anyway, are these for sale, these paintings?
As I said before, these are all for sale.
Okay. So we can purchase one and take it home with us.
That's true.
As a sort of souvenir. Well, which one speaks to you?
Well, the one over here in the northwest corner, the crow with the beady eyes that seem to follow you. Something about it. It reminds me of something.
Why, that crow, the look on his face, it is familiar.
Isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of that look that comes over Dean's face when he's done something terrible. And then he says...
When he says, "No, Mommy, I won't clean my room."
That's right.
You're right, it does. It's a crow body, but with the face of our child.
Well, people see what they want to see in the crow.
Oh, I don't want to see that. It's just what I see.
Well...
believe me, it's the last thing I want to see. It's really unnerving.
So for some reason you want to see it. Maybe you don't think you want to see it, but your mind is making you see it. Or is the crow making you see it? Or is the sky with its many portents making you see what you want to see?
We'll give you $50 for it.
That's exactly what I'm asking.
Oh, well, that worked out great.
That did work out. You
Perfect.
thought we'd haggle over it a bit.
I did.
I was
honestly
lowballing, honestly.
No.
I'm thrilled.
No, it says 50 on there. So.
Oh, there's a sign.
Yeah,
yes.
there it is.
I didn't see the sign, so that was just a lucky guess.
So
I'm a little bit psychic.
My wife is being modest. She's very psychic.
Really?
Yeah.
It is true, yeah. In fact, all the women in my family, we have abilities.
Please tell me, as a psychic vision you have had that has come true.
Oh, tell them about, remember that time we were out with the kids and we were going to go to Six Flags and then you said we shouldn't get on the roller coaster.
I can't wait to get on Batman the ride.
Dean, you'll have to wait.
Oh, Dad.
And your brother will have to go first because you're going in size order.
That's fair. He's older, so he should go first.
Don't like when he says it's fair. I wish they would fight more.
Go ahead, Stuart.
Wait a minute. Stuart, Dean, no one should go on the roller coaster.
What? Rita, why?
Wait, get off that roller
why, Mom?
coaster. Get out of that seat right now.
I'm about to go.
Welcome to Batman the Ride. Keep your arms and legs inside the ride at all times.
Don't-
If you do not keep them inside the ride, they may be severed.
Don't pull that lever, sir.
Don't pull that lever. My wife and I and our children are getting off Batman the Ride.
Everyone get out. Get out.
Get off Batman the Ride.
All right.
Your mother says so.
Here, Stuart, let me help you out.
Please exit to your left. Have a great time on Batman the Ride.
Thanks for nothing. We didn't get to go on the ride.
I'm just going by the script.
Yeah, that is apparent. Rita, what did you see?
I saw a man on the side of the coaster.
Was it Batman?
No, it wasn't Batman.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
Oh, dear God, look, it's derailing.
Oh, whoa! Oh my God!
Oh,
That could have been us.
Hope you had a great time on Batman the Ride.
I saved all our lives.
Well, all of our lives, yes.
Right, not the other people on the roller coaster.
We probably should have spread the word.
It's usually my psychic powers pertain to my family specifically.
I remember the tragedy of that accident.
It was awful.
It spread all the way out here, huh? The word of that.
We do get newspapers, yes, and
All right.
national news.
There's no need to be that way. It's a local story. I didn't know that it would be such a big deal.
Well,
Anyway.
50 people died on Batman the Ride?
Yeah, okay. You've made your point.
You don't think that would make it out to...
No, you... Look, clearly it has.
We are one of the 50 states, by the way.
Yes, I know. All right.
If you wouldn't mind wrapping it up, do you ship? We live in Connecticut.
Yes, we ship to Connecticut.
That's one of the 50 states.
Yes, we are one of the...
Yeah, how do you,
Connecticut is
how do you
as well.
like it if I do that 50-state gag?
I never assumed that Connecticut was not part of the 50 states.
I know. I'm not good at these things.
Have you had some green chilies?
Excuse me?
Have you had some green chilies?
No, I haven't yet.
You have to have some green chilies before you leave Santa Fe.
Are they spicy? I have a sensitive stomach.
They range in spice.
How many red chilies, like if you were looking at a menu, and you know they have red chilies to indicate spiciness, how many red chilies would the green chilies be?
Green chili is probably a fourth of a red.
Ooh. What, a fourth of a red?
Green chili is less spicy than a red chili.
Oh, I'd like
I
to try
heard the
it.
green was more spicy.
Well, are you from around here?
No, we're from Connecticut.
Honey, please, he knows about chilies, okay?
All
We
right, dear. I'm
don't have
just
to know
asking.
everything.
I'm not trying to know everything.
I'm not
but
saying
I'm
you're
trying
trying
to
to
learn,
know,
and
okay.
it seems suspicious to me as
Well,
well.
get your
Ooh.
checkbook out.
Look across the street. There seems to be some hubbub
What?
at the ice cream
What's
shop.
going on?
now you listen here. I've had enough of this. You give my brother Stuart his ice cream right now. He deserves fair treatment.
Look, you and your brother, you're kind of creeping everybody out. You got these weird looks on your faces. You're throwing ice cream on the ground, and you're saying it wasn't us who did it. And you're blaming somebody that nobody can see. What was the name again?
Tarjan?
Yeah, Tarjan.
Yeah, Tarjan did it.
Yeah, well, nobody can see this Tarjan, and we can clearly see you guys throwing ice cream on the ground.
Well, he's a real sight, and he's causing a lot of trouble. And my brother Stuart's catching flack for it. It's not fair.
Tarjan's making me do it. I'm not doing anything. I'm a good boy.
Tell him, Stuart.
What does Tarjan look like? Is he short or tall?
Tall.
Uh-huh. Is he fat or skinny?
Skinny.
Okay. Does he have 2 heads or 1 head?
One head.
All right, well, that's a little bit of relief. I was afraid for a second he had 2 heads.
But it's on fire.
Oh, I didn't even ask that.
Just all the time.
Firehead.
Firehead Tarjan.
Firehead, firehead.
No, don't
He'll
hate.
get you.
No, no.
Firehead, firehead.
No.
He'll get you.
No, where's that smoke coming from? Why is it getting so smoky in here?
I'm having a sense that something might be going on at the ice cream store.
Also, the smoke billowing out of the windows.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, we should probably check and see if our children are okay.
You do that. I'll wrap up your crow painting.
All right, send it to 5050 Connecticut Drive.
Got it.
All right, let's go over there. The kids! Stuart! Dean, where are you?
Help.
Where I can't...
I'm in the fire.
Me too.
Oh, kids! Run towards the sound of my voice. I'm at the front door.
Okay,
Come on.
Let's go.
Hold my hand.
Hold my hand.
Okay.
Don't hold hands. You got to do it on your own.
I love you, brother.
Here, let me help you. You go first.
Don't leave Tarquin
behind.
What? Oh, whoa!
Come on, Targan.
Is this...
Come on.
We'll ride on Targan's back.
see with my flaming head.
Rita, it's Targan Firehead.
My God.
You're real? Uh-oh. What is going to happen? The imaginary friend is for real? Are these kids? What's with them? Is the guy going to ship that painting? We'll find out when Spontaneanation returns. Hi there, it's me, Paul F. Tompkins, the host of the show you're already listening to. Let me ask you a question. When you're thinking about vacations and you hear the word cruise, do you think cranky old people shambling around a buffet playing shuffleboard? Do you think about overpriced weird jewelry? Do you think about cheesy entertainment? Well, how about a cruise that has none of those things? Impossible? I'm not making it up. It's for real. The 7th annual JoCo Cruise is a 7-night adventure filled with all the best parts of a music and comedy festival, a pop culture convention, and a vacation, all hosted by singer-songwriter Jonathan Colton. Now, this is a thing that I've done 3 times now. It is always a ton of fun. I'd never done a cruise before, and I was like you. I was thinking, I know what this is going to be like, but the friends of mine are doing it, so I'll try it out. And I could not have been more pleased with the results. It is a lot of fun. It's the next cruise is going to be next year, March 4th to 11th, 2017. It is sailing from San Diego to the Sea of Cortez on Holland America's MS Westerdam. And in 2017, for the first time, the JoCo Cruise has the entire ship. The whole ship is going to be about this one group. Now, in the past, we had shared the boat with just regular people that were just there to do whatever they're doing, had no idea that this other thing was happening. And it was still fun. So it's only going to be 1 billion times more fun when it's everyone there for the same purpose. The 2017 performing lineup will be announced in the coming months, but the week will be filled with concerts and appearances by the best in music and comedy. Past performers include Amy Mann and Ted Leo, John Flansburgh of They Might Be Giants, Imogen Heap, John Hodgman, Cameron Esposito, and me. That's right. I've done it 3 times, and it was the greatest. Best-selling authors and webcomic creators. Previous cruises have featured Pat Rothfuss, John Scalzi, the creators of webcomics XKCD, Hyperbole and a Half, and The Oatmeal. Live podcasts. Previous podcasts have included The Thrilling Adventure Hour, The JV Club with Janet Varney. Little Janet Varney! I was there too with our friend Matt McGorley. And Spontaneanation. I did it on a boat. It was a lot of fun. There's tabletop gaming throughout the ship. There's board games, card games, role-playing games, and more, with game companies and game designers participating. There are dance parties. There are meet and greets, hangouts with the performers, sunshine, beaches, fruity drinks, and much, 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 much more. Go to jococruise.com and book now. That's JOCOCRUISE.com. Book now. Guys, I haven't steered you wrong before, and I'm not about to start with this ad. Mr. Firehead, do we call you Targan, or?
Please call me Targan.
We are, I don't know if you know us, but we're Dean.
I've been a part of your family for at least a year.
Well, how come we couldn't see you before?
Because you didn't believe, and you weren't in the land of enchantment.
Oh, that's right. We are the land of enchantment.
So it was you who spilled the spaghetti noodles on the floor. I think I owe the boys an apology.
That's okay.
I think we owe them apologies for like a few dozen things.
A lot of things.
We really, there's a lot of stuff we thought they did that, well, hold on a second. Everything that we thought the boys did wrong, was it something that you did, Targan?
I am a maker of mischief. But I only do things that the boys want to do.
So the boys are sort of complicit in some of these things.
Okay, well, I retract my apology.
Well, I just thought it. I didn't think it would cause any trouble.
You think Target does.
I know, Targan. You and your flaming head keep causing trouble for me, but mostly for Stuart. I feel the worst for him.
Thank you.
Targan, would you excuse us for a moment while we have a family meeting?
Sure, I'll just hang out over here and enjoy my butter brickle.
Oh, you sort of said butter in quotes. Yeah, I gotcha. All right.
Okay, I mean, we don't have the room.
Boys, I know he's your friend, but he can't stay with us now that he's real.
But he doesn't take up that much room. He sleeps standing up in the corner of your bedroom watching you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you'd think the light from his head would keep us awake.
No, and he moves around by dancing between your moments of despair. He won't take up any room, honest.
Chaz, what do you think? I mean, the boys really seem to like him. And we were going to try for a third.
Oh, that's right.
Another brother? What a gift.
Or a sister.
What a big gift.
Oh, you like that better?
Any sibling. Just human life is a gift.
Wait!
Mr. Two Horse.
Excuse me. Oh, I'm terribly sorry to interrupt.
What's going on? We're having a family meeting.
It's an additional $9 to ship to Connecticut.
Boy, that's
You only gave me 50. It's gonna be 59. I don't know if you can afford that. I can't ship this painting if I don't get the shipping cost.
Well,
I don't want to lose something on this deal.
No, will you excuse us? Will you wait over there with that gentleman with the flaming head?
Oh, sure.
We're having a family meeting. Boys, your mother and I have to talk privately, so you go stand over there, and if you can, try to compete with each other in some way. I'd really appreciate it.
Come on, Stuart. Let me help you tie your shoes.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, I don't know, honey. $9 extra. Can we do it?
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I've handled all the shipping for this family by taking out loans. What? Yes. Everything we've ever put in the mail, everything we've ever sent via UPS, FedEx, there's a guy that I borrow money from, and I keep promising to pay him back. But eventually, it's going to come back to haunt us.
So, you want to ship a fridge?
Yes, we have a spare refrigerator that we'd like to send to my brother's family in Newark.
That's pretty expensive to ship.
Oh,
a
is
fridge.
it? Oh,
yeah. I'd be happy to help you. I help everybody in this neighborhood with their shipping problems.
Well, I'd certainly appreciate the help. How much would that be? How much could you send my way?
Hold on, Tony.
Yeah, what's up?
We gotta ship a fridge.
Oh, man.
Oh, what's the rate right now?
Checking the tables.
Nah.
Where's it going?
Where's it going again?
Newark, New Jersey.
Ooh. Oh, man.
Connecticut to Newark?
Yeah.
You might as well send it to the moon.
It's really not that far, actually, from just Connecticut to Newark.
Well, it's heavy.
It's heavy. It's a big...
Sure.
How big is the fridge?
Yeah, how big's the fridge?
Oh, it's like a regular refrigerator size. You know, like a little...
Standard.
Standard?
Like a 72-inch.
Oh.
A little taller than a person.
Has it got one of those ice makers?
Yeah, it's got the ice maker in the water in the front.
Crushed and cubed?
Crushed and cubed, yes.
Oh, boy. Going all the way to Newark with that thing?
Matamooch is going to be expensive.
Matamooch, does that cost more?
Yeah.
Ooh. Oof.
That's going to be at least 20 large.
I think we're looking at 20 large.
20 large?
20 large dollars.
20 large dollars.
So $20.
$20.
Large.
20 large dollars.
Large
So like
dollars.
oversized
Over
money?
20 oversized dollars.
Yeah, like if we won a charity contest.
So I have to go print up fake money.
Hey,
oversized-
we don't care how you do it. You got to come
It's not
up
our
with
problem.
20 large.
All right.
You come here wanting to ship a fridge. You come to me.
Okay.
I tell you the price. You pay.
You know who this man is?
Yeah.
You know who this man is?
You know who I am?
No, I'm sorry, I don't.
You really don't know who I am?
Well, I don't know you personally.
We've dealt with you before.
Yeah, my ads are in the Penny Saver. You get me in the mail.
Oh, wait, this is the same place that I came to before? Because my plan was...
So I'm thinking we should advertise so that people in the neighborhood know we'll ship anything.
Yeah, maybe the Penny Saver?
That's a great idea. People love those things. They open them up and read every single ad. That's how I saved on all that carpet cleaning.
Oh, looks like we got a customer.
Oh, great. Let's look tough. So you're gonna pay the price of 20 large.
Yes, I will pay you 20 large dollars that I'll go out and have printed up at a novelty store.
That's right. And those cost $1,000 each.
What? Wait a minute. What? How does this benefit you? Why don't I just give you the regular sized money that it would cost to print up the oversized money?
You want a loan of $20,000 so you can afford to...
We could give you the money. Be happy to do that.
Yeah, we'll loan you $20,000. That way you can pay for the 20 large.
Yeah.
And then you owe us 20 large.
Plus the juice, which is another 20 in a week on the VIG.
So the juice and the VIG?
There's a juice and the VIG.
All right. Well,
you're gonna have to, and if you don't pay in time, you're gonna be paying juice on the VIG and VIG on the juice.
That's right.
Well, I clearly have no choice. I have to send this refrigerator to Newark. You've got a deal.
Jesus, Chaz. What were you thinking?
Well, shipping stuff is expensive, and I thought if I can just keep doing this and doing this and doing this, eventually I'll never have to pay those guys back, and I'll be dead, and it'll be your problem.
How thoughtful of you. Jeez.
Well,
God.
The tough guys aren't going to be mean to a woman, especially a widow.
Oh.
You're making so many noises.
Huh.
Honey.
Oh.
I've never heard you make so many noises.
The things I want to do to you right now.
What do you want to do to me?
I want to hurt you. I'm upset.
Physically?
Sure.
Darling.
Okay, well, this is where we're at.
Yeah.
I think we should keep Firehead.
Targan, we should keep him around?
Yeah. I think it could be a real hand. You know what I mean? A fist.
I think... I did...
So is there anything I should do while I'm here? Have you had green chilies? I don't really like spicy food. They're not that spicy. You can have them in an omelet or put them on a burger. They just add a lot of flavor. Yeah, those sound good. Yeah, I think I might have that while I'm here.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. First, we'll get Targan to do something terrible to this guy who's trying to gouge us for $9, right?
Okay.
Then we get back home to Connecticut, and we'll have Targan take care of those shipping loan sharks.
Oh, this is a good idea. By take care, do you mean murder?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you...
Oh, I didn't know if you meant like tie up, throw in a closet.
Well, I feel like that's only going to... Murder's more permanent, right? It's a more lasting solution.
Okay, let's do it.
So you're on board with having these guys murdered?
Absolutely.
All right, good. Okay. Boys, come on over here.
Yay!
Mr. Two Horses?
Yes.
Would you, we'll meet you in your store. We just have to have a family meeting with the newest member of our family, Targan Firehead.
Okay, but if you don't come up with that extra $9, I don't know what I'm going to do with this picture of the crow.
Yeah, well, don't worry about it. It'll be taken care of.
No, you could just forego the shipping costs and just take it on the plane with you back home.
Didn't think of that.
Didn't think of that.
Such an inconvenience.
It is inconvenient. We're going to ship it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll meet you back at the store.
Okay.
I shouldn't have left it alone this long.
Yeah, it's weird. You're the only employee and just the door's wide open. All right, boys.
Yeah?
Yeah?
We're officially welcoming, if he'll join us, Targan Firehead into our family.
Oh, thanks, Dad.
Oh, that's sort of touching in a weird
sweet,
way.
Isn't it?
Another brother to love.
There we go. Now, Targan, as a member of the family...
Oh, there's some sort of quid pro quo, isn't there?
Well, no, everyone carries their weight,
That's
you know.
right.
The dishes, the laundry, and...
I smash dishes.
Yeah,
and loose socks in the laundry.
we're all good for those things. We don't need those done quite so much anymore. You were great at it.
I am a maker of mischief.
Yeah, I know. Oh, speaking of mischief, how do you feel about murder?
Love it.
It's pretty mischievous, right?
Doesn't get more mischievous than that.
Okay. Well, I have a little job for you to do, a little mischief opportunity, if you wish. See that store? See that store over there?
Peter Two Horses store?
That's right. Here's what I'd like you to do. Got it? Wait, you don't want to do it?
No, I will.
Oh, okay. You seemed at the end, you seemed shocked.
I was shocked at just the way you were proposing me do it.
Oh, okay. Well, you can freestyle it, whatever you want to do. It's just my suggestion. But certainly you can keep everything intact if that is more to your liking.
I am Targan Firehead.
All right. Yes, you are. So just come on back over here when you're done, and then we'll be on our way.
Hi, can I help? Oh, it's Targan Firehead. Is everything here for sale?
Yes, it is a store. These are all authentic Navajo artifacts. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm so sorry, Peter. I'm sorry, Peter. But I want to be a part of the family. And you read the portents in the sky. You had to know this was coming.
I've known from the day I woke up today that this is my last day on Earth. But I will live on through the crow painting I have sold to your family. My eyes will be the crow's eyes, and I will watch everything that's...
Okay, you're gonna die now.
Oh, here comes Targan.
Well, that worked.
Thank you.
Oh, lovely. Oh, and this crow painting. I can't wait to get it home and put it on the wall.
Me too.
Wait, Mom. Dad, what was all that screaming coming from the art store?
Don't worry about it, Dean. It's just grown-up stuff. Just grown-up screaming.
Targan Firehead has neck on his hands.
Well, it's just a thing that he does. He's a quirky character.
It's spaghetti sauce.
Spaghetti sauce is what it is.
Yeah, that's right. I spilled the spaghetti.
Good work, Targan.
Don't lie to me, Targan. Tell me what you did. You know you gotta tell me what you did. Those are the rules.
Now, wait a minute. Don't bicker, children.
Yes, don't bicker.
I've had it. What's the deal here, Targan? You move in and you get spaghetti sauce in your hands? Now you're a big man?
I hate to bring it to you, but I killed that.
Targan killed some time in that store is what he was going to say.
That's right, I killed some time.
Let's just pack up this painting, drop it off at the mailbox, and then we'll be home in Connecticut. Okay, just hang it right here. What do you think?
Well, I think it looks nice, but gee, it's like the crow's eyes are following me.
Yeah, like they're moving around literally. You can see the whites when it goes to the side.
Who does this remind you of?
It used to remind me of somebody else, but now it reminds me of somebody new.
Oh, I know who it is.
Who?
That gentleman that we met at the art store who we murdered.
Whom we had murdered.
Whom we had murdered. I apologize.
You.
Mom, Dad, I cleaned my room. Can I have pancakes now?
Yes, Targan. Did you see to that other matter I asked you about?
Killing those gangsters?
Well, that's not how I'd phrase it.
Hey, looks like we got a customer.
Hey, great. I can't wait to make 20 large again.
Hello there. I need a loan.
Oh, look at this guy with the flaming gabooch.
Whoa. What's up with your gabooch, pal?
Yeah, what's good with gabooch? Flaming all over the place.
I am Targan Firehead.
Look at this guy. Oh, Targan Firehead's in here. What do you need to ship, pal?
I need to move a couch from Asbury Park to Trenton.
Oh,
hey!
That's expensive.
In states, more expensive.
Oh, my goodness. The labor costs so low.
Oh, boy.
Tony, look at the chart. What does it say that costs?
Looking at the chart, it's gonna be at least 30 large.
30 large. You heard him, Targan. 30 large bills.
You will get 30 large balls of fire in your face.
What? Tony, this is such a quiet day.
Very quiet day. Oh, this penny saver ad is not working out.
I know.
So they're dead.
Oh, thank you.
Lovely.
Thank you, Targan. Oh,
It's going to be a nice Christmas, isn't it?
it sure is.
Our 3 boys and our crow painting.
Yeah, that crow painting. That crow painting. That crow painting.
A crow painting.
No, don't.
The crow painting.
Stop! No, stop! Everyone, stop saying the crow painting. What do you hear that? Does anyone else hear that, or is it just me?
Oh, I heard it loud and clear.
What did it sound like? It sounded like a crow going caw.
Right, the crow sound.
Is it just me, or did that crow move from one portion of the painting to another portion?
Looks like it's trying to escape. The crow painting.
The crow painting.
The crow painting.
Painting.
The crow painting.
Whoa!
Yes, I am here.
Peter, 2 horses.
And I know this is just reinforcing Native American stereotypes.
It really is.
As mystic figures, but look, this is what happened, okay?
Okay, all right. I mean,
there are some...
Broken clock is right twice a day.
Yes, there are some archetypes that are just right.
Sure.
And
No
that's
argument
the
here.
lesson, right?
Look, I don't know what the fucking lesson is, kid.
Whoa!
All I know is that my spirit is here in this crow painting. And if you read the portents in the sky, you would know that you've made me appear here in your home in Connecticut. For you may kill my body, but you may never kill my spirit.
Mr. Two Feathers. 2 horses.
2 horses.
I'm so sorry.
2 Feathers is my dad.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry.
Mr. 2 Horses. It's Christmas. And I know...
I don't celebrate that.
I know we have... No, well, we do, and there's more to it. I know that we had our children's imaginary demon friend murder you to save money on shipping.
I'm real.
I know you're... Well...
I am Target Fire.
Okay, everyone needs to stop.
Just let him speak. Let him
Just
speak.
let me get this out.
The crow painting.
Okay, yes.
The crow painting.
Even though we had you murdered by a demon, and you're trapped in a painting for eternity, we'd love it if you'd be a part of this family.
And look what I have here.
What?
A plate of green chilies.
Rita!
Oh.
I had a sneaking suspicion what with my powers and all.
Would you like us to mash these green chilies on the painting for you?
I've never wanted anything more.
Well then.
Cool.
I get it's pretty cool. I guess this is going to be a great Christmas after all.
You guys Republican?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Super Republican.
The most.
Is that a deal breaker? Or?
Not a deal breaker. I'm trapped in a... What am I going to do? I'm trapped in a painting.
That's right. Forever. And it all happened in a place called Santa Fe Art Gallery. Matt Besser, it is March 7th. What would you like to tell the people about? Do you have shows to promote? Do you have stuff online?
I do. This is a perfect date. Right now, my stand-up special is out on seeso.com, SEESO, and also the UCB show, which is a variety show shot at our theater here in Hollywood. So those are 2 things. If you're a comedy nerd, you got to be on seeso.com, Paul.
How about if you're just a comedy appreciator? If you're just a person who likes to laugh, why don't you go to seeso.com?
You're not obsessed with comedy, but you just appreciate it every once in a while.
You don't have to be like, every once in a while.
Yeah. You don't live and breathe it, but you
That's
enjoy
right.
it. I
You
don't
enjoy
have
it the way people like comedy.
Yeah. Yes, you'll enjoy that as well.
Then where can people find you online?
At Matt Besser, mattbesser.com.
There we go.
There we are.
Craig.
And green chilies are hotter.
They are hotter, right?
Just so
I
everybody
knew
knows.
it.
That's
They're spicier.
misinformation.
I knew it. Of course you think red would be spicier because they're red. Craig Cackowski.
Yeah, never been in New Mexico, never had a green chili. But I can fake it.
It's never too late. What would you like to tell the people about you?
Ooh, at Cackowski on Twitter, Orange Tuxedo on Tumblr, C. Cackowski on Instagram. Look for me in season 5 of Veep.
That's right.
Judging from the amount I've been shooting, look for me hard. It'll be difficult to find me.
Sounds like a fun detective challenge for our listeners. And Orange Tuxedo is you and our friend Carla Cackowski. You guys are married and you do improv together.
That's correct.
It's kind of weird.
Creepy.
Hal Lublin.
Hi.
Tell us the things.
You can find me at Hal Lublin on Twitter. You can listen to We Got This with Mark and Hal on Maximum Fun and iTunes.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear me on season 6 of The Venture Brothers, now airing on the Cartoon Network.
Fantastic.
And while we're here in the past talking about March, I probably got like 5 or 6 other projects airing right now. So
I
just
bet you do.
Tune around the channels till you hear my voice. That's probably me.
Tune around, guys.
Tune around.
Just start tuning around and
Touch
don't
that
stop
dial.
till you get enough. Amanda Lund.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Okay. At Amanda Funbuns on Twitter and Instagram. And listen to The Complete Woman on Howl.
Very,
my
very
podcast.
funny.
Thank you. And I have an audition for Veep after this, so I'm just probably won't be on it, but
Hey, not with that attitude. Break a leg, as they say. Eban Schletter. Did you have more? Did you have more?
I got nothing.
All right. Eban Schletter, ebanschletter.com, Eban Schletter on Twitter. Go to Eban's website, get his stuff. Look up Eban online because he's got a lot of things out there, not just albums, but he's also got a podcast of his own. He's done so many things.
He's in my stand-up special.
He's in Matt Besser's stand-up special. Guys, do you see what I'm talking about? It's not a lie. Support Eban and all that he does because Eban Schletter is only the best. As for me, No You Shut Up, Thursdays at 10 on Fusion. I don't have Fusion, boo-hoo. Here's what you do. Go online. It's on fusion.net. I think we're posting the episodes on YouTube still a week after they air. Go to Hulu, go to Apple TV, all those kinds of things. Guys, you have the ability now to find these things that you want to see. I'm taking the training wheels off, everybody. If you don't have cable, it's up to you to seek these things out. I can only give the list of all the things so many times. That was fun, right? The next Spontaneanation Live happens Saturday, April 2nd at Largo at the Coronet. These live shows are always a lot of fun. Tickets are available at paulftompkins.com/live. Go find them and treat yourself to something great. Thank you to Earwolf for hosting us. Thank you to Engineer Ryan for engineering us all the way to the end of the show, which this is. Goodbye forever. Until next week, this is Paul F. Tompkins saying, Semper in Presenti.
Hey, this is Stephen Dubner from Question of the Day. This week, James Altucher and I have a special guest host.
Brian Koppelman, introduce yourself. Hey, I'm Brian Koppelman.
Brian is one of the creators of the new Showtime show Billions. This week, we talk about what it's like to be the showrunner of a hit show.
I'll be the first person to just say, that was dumb, I was wrong about that, let's change it.
Also, why actual billionaires want to be involved with the show Billions.
They only feel burned if you leave them out.
Subscribe to Question of the Day on iTunes, and you can listen on earwolf.com or via your favorite podcasting app.
This has been an Earwolf production. Executive producers Scott Ackerman, Adam Sachs, Chris Bannon, and Paul F. Tompkins. For more media and content, go to earwolf.com.